Now we will start a demo session by Morphisec on showing how the cyber attack happens and how to prevent it and what are the solutions. So just wait, they are logging in.
So this demonstration is actually going to help you correlate as to what is it that the products and solutions are, how they are going to come and value add to further enhancing your data and protecting it from various malwares and other ransomware attacks. So we have today with Mr. Sunil from Morphisec, who is the consultant cybersecurity. He is also joined by Mr. Jay, who is the director system integration and incident response global from Morphisec. Over to you, Sunil. Are you all set for this?
Yes, I'm set. I hope my voice is audible.
Yeah, it's coming up.
You
Yeah,
can.
yes, we
You
can.
can.
Please proceed.
Okay, great. So, first of all, thank you all the audience and all that for giving us, for giving the opportunity to demonstrate this advanced attack, how today's world is happening, and how Morphisec as a product we can prevent. So this is the discussion what we have, the demo what we are trying that. Uh, you know, the agenda for this demo is that to check the effectiveness of any existing endpoint securities. For today's demo, I'm going to showcase my framework, which is designed in the cloud. Okay, designed by our CTO team, Morphisec CTO team, and we will bypass the existing security control of semantic endpoint, which is a next generation antivirus, which has multiple layer of security on the antivirus. And how today's world the hackers are very very sophisticated, and they use a lot of sophisticated techniques
Thanks.
to bypass the endpoint security product, and they are successfully doing that. They're compromising the endpoint, and they are keeping a lot of backdoors, and with that they store information, right? So first page, I will bypass the semantic endpoint security. As you see in my screen, this is a demo, this is the test lab environment. And after that, I will enable Morphisec as a protector, and how Morphisec can prevent that particular attack, right? This is the agenda. Just for your information, this is my lab environment, as you see in my screen, and I wanted to showcase before starting the activity, just to ensure this Windows 10 is up to date, like all the patches are up to date. As you see in my screen, Windows update, and this is latest update, right? Everything is up to date here. And this endpoint has semantic endpoint next generation antivirus. As you see in my screen, this is also up to date. The antivirus signature, the proactive threat protection, and all the multiple security layer like HIPS, zero day exploit, everything is on, right? So also I wanted to showcase my framework. This is the framework here, which I'm accessing through cloud, which is hosted on the cloud. So as an attacker, if any user is trying to download any kind of malicious payload knowingly or unknowingly, that machine will be bypassed, and as an attacker, either I can get the access on my console, right, on the Metasploit console. So this is the activity I'm going to do that. So obviously this is a simulation, so we don't recommend to use those scenario in a live, in a production environment. This is learning and simulation, and to check the effectiveness of the existing security product, how attackers are bypassing with advanced technique, right? So I'm accessing my framework here. This framework has multiple threat artifacts, right? So I'll try one because the time limitation is there. I'll try to download one of attack which is related to social engineering attack, because typically people are getting, normal users getting a lot of links on the email, phishing emails, right? They are having a lot of URLs, and they don't know how to click those URLs, right? So one example, how typically users are downloading and clicking, unknowingly or knowingly, those malware sites and phishing links. So with that, let me download. Now this is, is asking, particular, a file here, right? This is social engineering attack. So let me, before that, I wanted to also open Process Explorer so that you will get to know what happens with regards to the processes, right? You have to monitor this Process Explorer here. Now, let me open that particular attack, and let's open. Now it has tried to open a Windows script. After that, it has tried to execute one PowerShell processes, right? And you can also see the console here, the attack framework. See, the payload has downloaded by the curl command, and as an attacker on my server, I got the access here. I got the cell here. Now, as you see in my screen, the Windows 10 operating system is up to date, and Symantec is also updated with multiple security layer. Now, as an attacker or as an adversary, I got the cell access here. I can show you the session. One session is open here, right? I can go to this session, and I got the cell, so I can execute few commands. Let's say I'm trying to open Notepad. So there is a process has created 9132, the process ID. Now if you match here the process, it is 9132. See, so I have executed this command remotely on my CNC framework, but the Symantec doesn't have any idea. There's no alert and notification. Now further, as an attacker, if I want to, capture, let's say, the keystroke, I want to see what kind of, typing are happening, right? I can go one step ahead, and I can start key scan, start on my framework. So whatever the user will type here, that is going to be record. Let's say I'm typing hacking demo testing. Now I want to know, like, anything, if he's typing any username, password on the browser, anything on the keyboard, right? That is something I'm going to capture. Now, if I want to know here as an attacker, I can key scan and just dump. So this is what I have typed, hacking demo testing, right? So the activity what I perform during this demo, none of the activity has been flagged by the Symantec antivirus. Okay, that's how the the today's what do you call, the limitations, where typically the hackers are using sophisticated techniques and they try to bypass the endpoint security. Now on the next phase, I am going to enable Morphisec protector on the same endpoint on top of Symantec so that we can coexist with Symantec, and we'll try to again do the same attack. On this time, Morphisec should prevent and Morphisec should send a alert out. Let me do that again. So I am exiting the session. If you look at, there is no session right now, no active session right now. And if you look at my Process Explorer also, the session has been now exited, right? I'm going to start Morphisec protector. Morphisec protector is heavy of it will take 4 MB of space within the endpoint. So I have disabled the services. Now I am starting the services. So when I start the services, if you look at, it was earlier gray, now it is active, right? Semantic is already there, and on top of that, Morphic is also there. Okay. Now let's start download the same attack. The same browser phishing social engineering attack. Let me download, and you also monitor at the same time the process explorer. Let me open and run. Now it has tried to open the Windows script, which is a default legitimate process of Windows. It has also tried to open processes like PowerShell. It has tried curl command. It is trying, but see there is a deny, and you got the notification here also. Morphisec moving target defense. Malicious code was blocked, preventing potential damage. And here there is no session established. As an attacker, as an adversary, I don't get the cell because Morphisec has prevented the attack on the machine because Morphisec was there as a protector, right? That's how the breach prevention works in a very, very early stage and without having any signature. Morphisec is a technology, moving target defense. We are not depending on signature based or machine learning capability. We are completely signature and we can protect any kind of sophisticated attack, advanced attack, which are happening on the endpoint in a very, very early stage. For your information, I wanted to showcase that Morphisec console for 1 or 2 minutes just to ensure how the attack chain looks on the console, right? This is the Morphisec console dashboard. Now, quickly, I'm going to thread and list. So this is the attack 6:36 p.m., which is Indian Standard Time here. Now, if I open this, so this is the parent process. It has started as you have seen the as you have seen the process explorer. It has started with Windows script process, which is a legitimate process of Windows, and then it has tried to execute the PowerShell process and try to execute the command, but we have blocked that. If you want more information, you can click on show log. It will give you the entire memory dump for that particular log. If anyone interested to see the entire kill chain, you can click on the log and you'll get the entire kill chain here. So this is how Morphisec is helping in the world to preventing any kind of advanced attack without depending on any signature based or machine learning kind of technology, right? So we work on tactic picks and we can protect any kind of advanced attack in a very, very early stage. Anybody has any question? If somebody wants to know about Morphisec more, probably I can little bit elaborate in a presentation. Venkat, over to you.
Yeah. Any questions so far you'd like to ask so that the expert opinion can be sought? Yeah, please. As to how the attack was done, how the alerts were sent. Any questions?
Or else anybody wanted to understand the technology, moving target defense, I would be help you,
Yeah, there is a question, Sunil.
please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. My name is Tony. So my question is, the Morphisec, does it have the capability of tracking where the attack is coming from? Just to
Yeah, Sunil, would you like to answer that? Do we have
Yes,
a capability? Do we have a capability on to track as to where from the attack is actually happening?
yes, definitely. When you see the threat log in Morphisec, we do have complete visibility of that attack, particularly which I was showing the threat log. you will come to know how this attack has been performed, from where the user has downloaded, right? So it will have complete threat log in our Morphisec console. Yes, you will get it, the entire threat log.
Good. Any other question? I think we are good, Sunil.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the question. Appreciate.
Yeah.
It says if your solution is not using signature based ability to detect and also not using EDR, what does it use it to detect?
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yes, I got your questions.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate for asking this question. It's a very interesting question. Uh, as I told you, we are not depending on signature on machine learning. How we do, we have a concept called as moving target defense. Moving target defense concept is basically optimize the application structure within the memory while running the application in, right? So we do have this concept of randomizing the application structure while runtime with regards to the DLL, the functions, the API application, and we create a trap, okay? And while any kind of malicious payload is trying to inject, they will not have idea because we have already randomized the entire application structure within the memory. So, Venkat, I know in a short brief, what I'm trying to, help you that particular for this question is that we have a technology called as moving target defense. By
Okay.
using that moving target defense, we randomize the application structure within the memory while running the application structure in the memory. Okay. While randomizing the application structure within the memory, we randomize the location, the DLL, the functions within the memory so that the attacker will not have predictable idea where is the loophole within the memory. Correct? Because memory has a lot of vulnerable area. Before coming the malicious payload to the memory, we already have done the randomization, right?
Right.
And the malicious attacker will not have idea what kind of randomization we have done. So they will go blindly to that particular space, and that space is not allocated by the memory, right? And the application will go and crash. At that point of time, we don't allow to crash. We take a lead and we follow that trap so that we can take a memory dump, and that memory dump will be showcased as a forensic log. So basically, the concept what we are using is moving target defense. Probably we can have more discussion on the next meeting probably, but in short called as moving target defense with the help of memory randomization.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you, Sunil. Yeah, I hope that addresses your query, sir. Okay, thanks. Any other question? Are we good? Yeah. Thank you very much, Sunil. Thank you very much, Jay. Appreciate your time and efforts. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Should I log out, Venkat? Should I
Yeah.
log out?
Yeah, yeah. You may log out. Thank you. Thanks.
Yes, thank you everyone for.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sunil. Thank you everyone for your valuable time today, attending our presentation and attending the demo. So I thanks Sisan for giving us this valuable opportunity to us to be here. Thank you very much.